that and I didn't even pop you out. Like, what am I doing out here?
You ain't even pop me out
No, I didn't pop you
like a
out.
C-section, baby.
Boop. There you go. You popped out now.
Hell yes. Is that
So,
what hit the floor?
yo,
Oh,
something hit my feet. Now you talked about C-section, baby. Chick said boy, buddy was built like a C-section. No, she said I got fired because or HR wasn't happy when I called him a C-section baby because it doesn't look like he put a lot of effort in his work. She was getting him. I was like, oh, is that is that the norm now? Call them a C-section baby if they're lazy and they want to work for putting the effort in it.
they don't want to deal with any labor.
Nope, no labor. Get you right. There we go. You look right now. Bring you over just a smidge. Oh. Get T right. There we go. T right.
I can't even see your screen. Where are you at?
Oh yeah, I not listen. I just hit the button. I messed up.
Oh,
Just
it's
bear
all right.
with me. We got
I
this.
don't. I'll koala bear with you.
Koala bear. I don't know. Do you see how they feed their young?
Uh, Carefully.
Oh no, they give them the poop.
They be shitting on them.
No, they shit and then they feed it to them. The regurgitated eucalyptus leaves.
Regurgitated means through the mouth, not through the butt.
Well, I'm sorry, digested. Uh, what you call it? There you go. All right, can you
It's
see that?
poop.
There we
Yeah, I can
go.
see that.
Oh, they can see that too. Let's see. Not see me. No. Okay. Don't show me. Grid view. There we
Hey,
go.
yeah, just like
Hey, yo,
dang,
it's slightly professional, just slightly, just slightly.
dang.
Don't count that cough.
Yeah, if you get to the point you start turning colors, we might have to call it.
I'm already colored.
I wasn't going to say anything, but here we go. All right, we'll see everybody in HR next week.
Yeah, we're done. Bro, I haven't touched. When's the last time I went fishing? Oh, like 2.5 weeks ago. No, probably 2 weeks ago in the home pond. That was it. I haven't. I've purposely tried to stay away from it though. So
Why?
definitely. Oh, just to like get a cleanse and a revitalized want to get back on the water.
That sounds like propaganda, but I'll allow it.
Nah, just me. Was it decompressing?
Hell yeah. Did it work? Because you got sick.
Yeah, I
mean,
got sick. I don't think it worked because I got sick. I think I needed to be out there in the elements. I don't
the
think I
immune
should have
system was
stopped.
like, wait a second.
We're not
Dang,
we're not outside as much. Let's hurt them.
dang. Nature be doing nature you things.
Yeah, they can't. It can't be stopped. Mother Nature loves to. Mother Nature. All right, get the
Of
YouTube
course.
good. Yeah. All right, YouTubers, I got you set up. Let's shoot
Hell
you.
yeah, we're early today.
Yo,
Everybody's like, wait a
super.
second.
Wait, it's not even 8 o'clock yet.
People are still eating.
Let's see. Let's do something. Let's do a picture for the Discord. Let's see. Oh no, that's not new. There we go. I got us.
Dessert soda's coming back. Ooh.
There we go.
Dang. Yeah, I don't know if the I think my title game was a little bit lacking because it's still, well, not now, but it was 75.
So I'm about to say it was pretty good today.
Yeah, no, I walked outside for my lunch break and I'm sitting there like, damn, I might need to pop the flannel off for a second, man. It's pretty damn convenient outside right now.
It's feeling nice. Feeling real nice.
I don't know, man. You think we're gonna skip winter this year, or is it just gonna start absolutely obliterating all low temp records here soon?
I think we're going to get hit hard by winter, to be honest. But we'll see.
Dang.
We'll see. But yeah, I think it feels too weird. It feels way too weird.
Something's gonna happen eventually, somewhere. Maybe not around here, but something. Yeah, we got some interesting topics to cover once the folks trickle in.
I mean, shoot, talking to. I guess we'll wait till everybody gets here, but yeah, a lot of the Ohioans were struggling, based off of the chat throughout like the Brian Latimer app and CDI messaging me like every day leading up to yesterday. So I guess it was really tough, but we'll definitely get into that during the the stream. But here, I don't know. I've seen a lot of our local dudes beating up some fish.
Good for them. No, I saw a guy in a local group today said he got him on a buzz bait today. I was like, hell yes. So if I get out this weekend, I already got one tied on. I might change it, but
yeah, you know,
to get the last buzz bait.
I was about to say you already know that ain't gonna work for you, bruh. He set you. He probably set you up for failure on that one.
And I mean, I'm used to being let down, so it ain't nothing.
Okay.
But I still got a couple prototypes that I've been trying to get some dialed in telemetry. So it might be more research and development, but sometimes research and development can turn into other things. Let's say. So I'm excited to do that. I got something that's supposed to be here in the mail. That'd be nice to grab, but I mean, I'm at the point now where I might not be able to get out here pretty soon. So a little bit of dopamine maxing would be a good idea for the weekend before it gets too funky and the holidays and all that kind of stuff start kicking in.
True.
It's a problem. I got a kayak rack. I didn't tell you anybody that, but I got
shit.
Rad Sports. I don't know
Okay.
if it means anything, but Rad RAD Sports. It's a 2-tier. It's got little like S hooks, and they come with padding and stuff already on them, so you don't have to put like pool noodles and shit. So once I get that fully up, I'm gonna get a picture of that to show the folks to see if that's something they're interested in, because I've been keeping them in the garage here, but we got to get some real estate open. So we got that put up this past weekend, and it hasn't fallen apart yet, so pretty excited.
Nice.
Hell yeah. And by the way, I didn't lowball that guy on Facebook. I sent you that message about.
You should have.
I wanted to so bad, but I was like, he's either going to cuss me out or be like, all right, come get it. And then I'll be like, oh shit, now I got to get permission.
Oh, yeah.
So I didn't play it, but I looked like later that night and it wasn't up there anymore. So either I got blocked somehow.
Yeah,
which is always possible.
That's always, yeah, I was about to say, that's definitely an option.
So somebody got themselves a deal if they talked him down.
Yeah. Yeah, the Slayer 10s, the propels have... Shoot, I think there was a guy selling a 13 out here. That thing sold within like a week. They weren't playing, and it was still in really good condition.
Yeah, I think the bear. I mean, I don't know. We're kind of. It might be a topic for some time on here, but like, there's this huge push in the industry where it's everybody's setting stuff up for options and wiring and motors. I'm like, there's still got to be a healthy segment of the population of people that aren't looking to do that. Like, they just really want to just have a throw and go, get my ass out there, bring some rods, bags, some tackle, and just go after the shit. You know what I mean? Like,
and no PFD, no
population.
I've definitely they exist. They wholeheartedly exist. I'm in everybody's. Well, you're like a 70-30 PFD guy. I mean, I'm talking like I'm looking at the NC fishing, and then some people be posting in like the Carolina kayak anglers, like the tournament trail group, and I be posting pictures with no PFD on. I'm like, well, yeah, no, but I think that group of people is, I think they know what they got. Like there's no need for them to be out there bragging. They've seen what's out there and they know what they got, because like for the dude to post the Slayer 13, like that boat was stopped production in like 2018. And he had that thing pretty much pristine condition. And I mean, he said he was fishing out of it, and then I went to his profile and sure, yeah, he's fishing out of it for like forever. So like, no, those people exist. It's just that I think they're extremely happy, or they understand what they got. Like there's no need for them to hop into anything new or crazy, because what they have was working really well.
What do you think the expected lifespan, like usable, functional, barring any type of like unforeseen, let's just say accidents, because obviously that can always happen. But what do you think like the usable lifespan for your standard kind of roto molded kayak that's been made? I mean, I wonder if they put more thought into it in the past 5 years than they did back in like mid-teens, right, when they were just starting to have that surge. What do you think the functional lifespan of a lot of those boats is?
Yeah, we'll talk pre-COVID. I'll say for pre-COVID, I think they had the same thought process as styrofoam. Styrofoam is forever, dog. Like I'm pretty sure the way they had those set up, if it was rotomolded, I'm thinking that it's going to be like the life expectancy is. We'll give it a finite number, 40 years. We'll say 40 years. Just straight 40. If, all things that don't go wrong. This 2025 era of plastic, the post-COVID era, I think these plastics are supposed to last no more than 10 to 15.
Like planned obsolescence?
Yeah. Like hard planned obsolescence. Like, if we keep doing the exact same thing, if we keep doing the same thing, like you're saying, if we keep putting all these electronics in there, if we keep putting all these motors on there, we're expediting the process of that plastic to fail us. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, they're giving us these options. They're giving us these options for all this convenience, but this convenience comes at a price at the end of the day.
All right, so it's kind of like we just want you to like it long enough to where when things start hitting the fan, it's like, all right, oh shit, I'm gonna like. I mean, that's the wiggle room, right? Like that's where I think a lot of development is. Like, how can we like get the chemistry to where, it'll last a decade, and then we'll kind of see if somebody upgrades. But you could almost say that there's probably a plan in the market to where they just want you to have it long enough to where you want to upgrade and want more. So then you're going to sell it. Yep. And then it becomes like original owners are going to be rare, or maybe just not the majority at that point.
Yeah, and we definitely hit that sweet spot of that kayak being in a niche to it kind of blossoming with this new fishing resurgence post-COVID. So you can definitely see that money train idea of, you hold this long enough until we have an idea to upgrade you, or a better idea to upgrade you, or like you said, planned obsolescence. But yeah, I definitely think it's in the plan. What's up, Mall Dropper?
You got all your suggestions. You got to turn your suggestions off, and use the desktop view on your tablet. And you'll be right there.
Desktop view. What's up, Pat?
Pat's here.
Oh, what is up? Oh, I like the test over at YouTube. You did. It's good. I caught it.
So if quizzes are quizzical, then what are tests?
Hey, don't you do it. Don't you do it. What's up? What's up, Brian?
Brian's here. Now we can get started.
B. Ryan. Pat, Pat got it. He out of here. Mods ban him. He's done. Send him home.
Hell yeah.
Buy a MacBook. Got you. Don't buy a MacBook.
Buy a Steam PC.
Oh god, yeah. The Steam Machine. That's the new one that's coming out.
Steam Machine.
Yeah,
Hell
save
yes.
up for the Steam. Don't get either.
Preloaded with Half-Life 3. Get ready, folks.
Yeah, if you get in the Mac, you better be a Linux guy. Don't do it. OS is I say that, and then the other option is actually Windows. So yeah, go ahead and get the Mac. Fuck Windows 11. Windows 11 is immoral. No, it's come a long way. Yeah, pretty much get a Linux machine. Yeah. Pat's a Linux guy. Shit, Brian's a Linux guy too. Oh man.
Ubuntu as far as the eye can see. That's alright.
I'm thinking about setting up a little. Oh, I don't even know if I can say that on YouTube. Never mind.
Don't say it.
Nah.
Don't say it. So what we're talking about this evening is
where'd all that warm weather go? What happened to all that hotness?
It's getting cold, and not too long ago, it felt like everybody was on the verge of melting. And now we got Mariah Carey singing in the malls.
Mm-hmm.
On the
pumpkin spice latte has roamed through your
pumpkin spice lattes.
Has run through. I can't say it's run through its course. Pumpkin spice latte is here. Yoga pants and boots with the fur.
Boots with the fur.
It is that season.
Everybody was looking at her.
Everybody.
Golly. So there's a couple, like, it's a very interesting time of year for the folks, the enthusiasts of the world, man. Like, the sales are popping off. Tactical Bastion has their freaking buyer's guide videos going up. You've got the Black Friday sales.
Push, yep.
Some of the local tackle shops here were having tent sales out front, and you come in and get all kinds of stuff. Mm-hmm. Your Bass Pros all the way down to your smaller shops are doing all their stuff, and dealing with the freaking the tariff stuff is also impacting some folks. It is a very tumultuous situation for a lot of folks. Now, obviously, you can always choose to ignore all that, but it's very, very difficult to avoid it. What is the? Do you have any like end of the year retail experiences that need to be satisfied prior to the start of the next year?
No, I normally, like I said before we were like officially talking, like I around this time I kind of like shut off on buying stuff for fishing until next year. So my only plan is maybe sell this kayak, maybe, and then start investing in, like we were talking about, that next upgrade. I think the hammer is officially hitting certain stores. The Native Hammer, their new line, that's probably going to obsolete my damn Slayer. That hits I know Dugout Bait and Tackle down in Marietta. They got their hands on a few. And I don't know any local shops here that has it. But nonetheless, that I pretty much shut down. I don't have any purchases that I need for fishing. If anything comes, it's normally for Christmas gifts. They'll ask me what I want. And then I'll just say, this, or they'll just give me a Bass Pro Shop card. But yeah, now what about you? Do you have any like end of the year like routines you normally have for this around this season?
I got to do a full bench clean and inventory. I'm looking at it now. I got to tackle the tackle.
Yeah.
I did get Academy. I've talked about it. We got an Academy here finally, and my birthday was last month, and I got a couple gift cards. So I went last week.
Wait, you're an October baby too?
Yeah.
Man, happy belated.
Hell yeah, man. 23. I got some Bobby Garlands and some like panfish stuff.
He said 23. I would not want to be that age. Give me 25 or 26. I felt more respectable around that time.
I've never felt respectable. So no, I got some tackle because I don't need like greenfish stuff. I need to make a bunch of stuff, and I got to order some lead because I got some orders I got to fill. So I gotta make a bunch of crap to send some stuff out. I don't really. I mean, I'm looking at some of my stuff. I mean, it's all here. It's just a matter of opportunities. I got to get the boat. I might be selling my boat at some point because I got an opportunity to step into. I got an opportunity to step into it. It's another tracker, but it's newer. It's a little bit smaller. It's not. It's just I don't have room for two boats because y'all haven't made me famous enough yet. So I gotta just figure out what the territory is going to look like. So there's a fair amount of logistics that need to be sorted out. But just this last weekend, I was running around the banks, right? So if I got time to get out and it's not too cold, like I'm still going to get out and try to see what's going on. But I said it last year about this year and shit didn't come together because I didn't eat enough fiber. But I want to get into some competitions. I want to do some boat stuff. I don't know about kayak stuff, just because that whole scene has just been nothing but treacherous here in the past few months, locally and on a national scale.
Facts.
I think people are getting turned away from it, man. Like at this point, I feel like it's going to be hard to gain new people that want to do competitive.
Yeah, facts. Yep.
Unless it's purely just for fun, and even then, people got lives and jobs and families and stuff. So it's kind of like, you're really kind of segmenting out people in a manner that's going to make it difficult to gain a lot of that traction and notoriety that gets people wanting to travel at all. I don't know, man. I feel like, and we talked about this before, but I don't think the game is going to be looking like what it's looked in the past few months here for much longer. Things are going to be, we don't have to dive into it now. But I think by the time we get closer to the end of this year, it'd be really interesting to hear what some of y'all think we might be looking at as we go into the new year. And I'm not talking about like the biologic side. I'm talking about the retail and the competitive and just kind of like what the scene looks like. Because there's just too much shenanigans. There's too much shenanigans going on, and folks aren't fans of the kind of integrity piece being dissolved. Right, in like real time, in 4K,
Facts.
basically.
Yo, big 4K. When you got bass boaters talking about the kayak scene in an unwanting light, comparative to when COVID hit, where the bass boat guys were talking about getting into the kayak scene, completely different spectrum we're hitting right now. Big 180. It sucks. It sucks. Yo, Waves, thank you so much for that.
We're gonna keep that streak, and we're staying positive. Even the content creation thing. I mean, everybody's got their own flavor. There's so many people nowadays that are making stuff. All you got to do is just find what you like. I mean, there's no reason to accept something you don't. Oh, I don't like this. Then find you're 3 clicks away from absolutely the complete polar opposite.
Yeah.
So that's just a matter of you got to spend the time. You got to click some stuff that you're not used to clicking. I remember it was like a couple weeks ago, man. I was just on YouTube when I should have been doing something else, and I'm just clicking channels that are recommended that I've really never watched before.
You're giving them a time of day.
The algorithm wave. So I'm just watching. I've never seen you before. I'm clicking all these people. Like I dedicated myself. I clicked like 20 videos from 20 different people that I've never watched before. So now all my recommendations are just coming up with a bunch of shit I never even knew existed.
The algorithm has got touched.
It's fun. Like you just like watching the same 10 people is going to get so damn aggravating. Like let me get some new folks in my brain. And that's been pretty rewarding. So if y'all feel like you're just in a rut from like watching perspective, start clicking stuff you've never even thought of clicking, or just do some keyword searches. Especially like smaller channels, right? Like look for the dudes that are definitely, you can tell they're kind of getting into it. I'll leave comments like, hey man, I appreciate you putting this up, you know what I mean? Like have that kind of interaction. I think that also helps folks too, just because people put a lot of time to put some of those clips up, so it's nice to get like an actual comment and a view, like, you know what I mean? It's
give the human interaction real people. Easy.
Hell yeah.
I'll go to get messed up while searching, create a new come profile, go trolling on the YouTube. Yeah, that's an easy way to do it. Just like Pat was saying, if you have an extra channel, luckily I have 2, so I can definitely pick and choose on what I would like to see. and keep my algorithm pretty strong. But yeah, like I took a really deep dive. I want to say like January of this year, and I found like 4 channels that I've added to my collection of in the rotation of things that like weren't there previously, and some are fishing related, but some are also like the bait making side and the ideology of fishing. I I I wholeheartedly love Two Bald Biologists, North Carolina Wildlife. They decided to start doing a podcast, and I'm talking straight gems, man. The people they get on, the biologists, the people that are talking the topics, they're just always 10 out of 10. And I thoroughly enjoy like that kind of information, which then branches me out because then I started listening to like Tennessee, one of the TVA podcasts and YouTube videos they got. Man, I agree. What I'm saying is I agree. It definitely opened my eyes to more fishing content that wholeheartedly I would probably miss on a normal day basis. It was really good. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, if you cherish your algorithm, definitely create another profile and try to figure it out. But there's so much stuff about the water, these animals in the water, and everything around water that is, yeah, it's a beautiful time to be on the internet. It's also a pretty scary time to be on the internet, but nonetheless, yeah. But
yeah, I don't give a damn about my algorithm. I've been straight churning that sumbitch. I'll tell you.
Oh man, you be careful with that. You're gonna get some wild stuff.
The thing about ransomware.
Best thing I got is called ransomware. I get a call from Microsoft. I got to call Microsoft every other day.
What? Where's that siren coming from? Why is there a timer on the screen?
Oh my lord!
I turned it off and back on. It's still there. Oh man, memories.
But yeah, so with you setting up for this winter and doing your inventory, are we going to get like the court cleaning videos? Are you going to be posting videos of what you?
You want to clean some fucking court?
No. I'm asking you. Did you have any plans to? But let's be honest. The actual inventory cleaning that you did, that cork video was amazing. Like that information isn't out there.
Well, Fluke Master did a video similarly, so I mean, there's a couple. I mean, there's really nothing original anywhere.
No, but that's not the point. You're not going to find that content. Like
you just got to approach. Yes, it's the approach that can be different. Is where we find the flavor, right?
Yep.
It's the ingredients are common. It's the flavoring that you add that really allows there to be
a difference in it. Yeah.
An audience, a draw in, because I'm very I mean, I got a touch of the tism, and I think most of y'all know this. And like the way that I approach a lot of things is excessive.
Mm-hmm.
And so like I've got a whole routine that I go through. It's not like ritualistic. I don't have to, but I've got a steam cleaner. I've got a couple steam cleaners. Like breaking down stuff and like even things that I haven't really used. Reels get cleaned, rods get wiped down, guides get cleaned out, like all this kind of stuff. Like it's just, I don't think nobody cares about that shit, and I get that. And yes, so don't forget to clean your butt is my favorite quote from the core cleaning video. It's one of those things where I'm very glad. I have no shame in the fact that I've got pretty low end gear. In fact, like watching the tactical bassin, like they say, like, all right, we're gonna cover the entire like the entry level stuff to the high end stuff. And I'm hearing that shit, and I'm like, I can just click off after 6 minutes.
6 minutes? Yeah, I say you only got like about 5 to 6 minutes, and you can
the intro's 4 minutes, so they're like, all right, so this is a good place to start. And I was like, Matt Allen, Tim Little
here.
That's where I live. What are you talking about? We're gonna start going up? Like, no. So I fully reside in that kind of budget mindset. And the fact is, and I get it, right? You're going to lose a little bit of, some of the quality's not as great, the sensitivity, or some of the components may not be as great. I think it's more of like I take care of my crap because I know really there's nothing preventing it from disintegrating at any time. So mentally, I feel better
Are you
if I
ready
can
for it
just
to
like
fail?
take excessive care because I don't have the ability. Like if I snap a rod, I can't just go out and replace it.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Um, I mean, eventually, yes, but it's not like I'm leaving the fucking pond and stopping by the shop. Like it's not to that extent. So it's like, man, I gotta, like I got 20-year-old rods that I still use. It's like
I
there's
wish.
like the fact that they still exist is amazing. But I don't think I broke any rods this year. I know I did last year. I snapped the shit out of them last year, a couple of them. But like that's not, I can't be blowing up reels. People, it is what it is. But dude, like I baby my shit. Like you would think my $30 rod cost me 300, just the way of like, all right, you gotta put it there and like all that kind of stuff. But that's just, everybody's gonna play it different. But I can't, like, you see all those reviews online where somebody's like, man, it's a piece of shit. I broke it setting it on a 2-pound bluegill. And I'm like, man, you probably slammed that bitch in your truck door. You probably threw it on the ground.
Facts.
It was probably sitting out on the patio for like 4 years. Like you never really know. You always gotta be suspicious. I'm always suspicious.
Agreed. Agreed. All right, so we can't expect about 4 videos from you this winter. We heard.
I was thinking of doing an Arsenal video. Have you ever thought about doing an Arsenal video?
Yes, when I won earlier this year, I was thinking about doing it, and then I didn't have motivation to do it. I really missed out on a really good time and space.
I'm gonna tell y'all. I look at my stats, even though there's not many of them. People don't give a shit about fishing trips unless you've got like an established following audience.
Facts.
They don't care. Like all of my stuff, like people are watching stuff about gear. It's like reel reviews, rod reviews, kayak reviews. They don't care about you fishing. They care about what you're using.
Facts.
Because what's happening is people are saying, oh, I think I want to go buy this. But wait a second, let me see what's on the old tube before. So they're going to search the thing that they're getting ready to buy, and they're going to watch it. And in fact, when I did my initial video, I think for the yellowfin, I started out by saying, let me guess, you're here because you're thinking about buying a yellowfin, but before you buy it, you're going to look up on YouTube. But don't worry, I got you.
Yep.
And I've got so many comments where somebody says, that's exactly why I'm here. And then I'm just like, all right, well, see, so you pretty much have to like play that game, right? So like one of the things I want to do this winter is a 5-year ownership review of the yellowfin behind me before I move it to its next stage back here on the rack outside.
Before it gets racked out.
It's probably going to get thousands and thousands of views, and it has nothing to do with me doing anything other than talking and showing off the boat. Like nobody gives a shit about like what I'm using it for. It's literally I'm thinking about getting like this time of year, like right now, if you're trying to get like a content creator thing going, you need to be putting up views about gear that people might want to buy on sale for the holidays, because they'll find you because they don't want to spend money. Like my last couple videos, like I'm looking at gear and stuff like that. So, I don't know why we spend hours going out filming with 27 GoPros and editing it for 3 hours just to get a 10-minute clip that gets 17 views in the first week. When you can like fart into a fucking Plano 3600 box and see if the smell's still there the next day and get thousands of views. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't think about that. That's grimy content. I like it. Somebody would want to know if that Plano was holding that scent for that long. They got to travel.
They say, man, is the gasket actually doing anything? We got to find out.
We got to test out their gaskets with our gas. I like it. So yeah, I mean, it definitely opens up an opportunity for content to do an Arsenal video. Definitely, yeah, it would make sense. It would definitely make sense. I haven't lost any rods since that went on. I lost rods before that, so I can definitely give them a good talking to. But yeah, that gives me stuff to do. I was thinking about finally starting to put like rigging like how I've rigged all my baits this year, like things that I felt that were, the strong suits, and then post that and give out the juice. Well, I can't even give out. It'll just be rigging it, the thought process of why I'm rigging it, and then here's how it looks type of thing. It's pretty much what you're saying, like an Arsenal video, but just more of just how I'm setting up like line, leaders, and then my opportunities. Probably go and find some clips of me actually successfully catching fish using it, and then making little shorts for it. So yeah, that was my wintertime plan. Luckily, the winter tournament series starts in 3 weeks, so I can probably grab some more cold water content. Yeah.
That sounds frigid.
Yeah, I'm gonna probably bitch out and just go straight to like hot water discharge lakes.
Might as well.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Get lazy hot water fish.
What about like a top 3 lures of 2025 clip?
Yeah, that would be there. That would probably be like after I do the others in the rigging, it would follow that with what baits were on fire this year for me. Sadly, it wasn't the chatterbait.
Still, yeah, I think the days the bladed jig is getting the whole bladed jig. It's oversaturated,
it's
man. There's
definitely
so many everywhere, any store. I mean, if Walmart has it, everybody's gonna
if
have
Walmart
access.
has it, yeah, fact.
It's just like you can't. I mean, you could just trip and fall at a tackle shop and land on a pile of chatterbaits. Nothing wrong with that. In certain situations, they're great. But when they've seen and felt every single vibration you can imagine, yeah, it's fads. It's all trends. I get that. And, but it's tough.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm probably going to throw one.
Now it's marketing, right? Because now somebody says, "Oh, well, this one's not like any of the other ones out there." So then that feature in itself turns into the marketing cycle, which I think is hilarious. But I mean, it's what happens. I mean, we know how this works.
Yeah, every little variation can sell millions if it's said the right way to the right people.
How do you feel about the Okeechobee, the elite qualifiers wrapped up? I guess it was last weekend, and they're doing their fucking jerk baits and jig head minnows in canals.
Yeah, I mean,
and people are just
Tyler Rivette last year showed everybody
the first episode, the first event of the Elite Series last year. He fucking jerk baited canals and won that bitch.
Yep, and everybody stayed Main Lake, and my man, in the story, it still resonates so well with me. He just wanted to go catch crappie on practice, and he went back there to look for them and found a wad of bass and said, well, that's weird, and then goes back and check it, and they're there for 5 freaking days. It's stupid. But nonetheless, like, yeah, I think we're just like you're saying with the chatterbait, like these fish have been hit with every bait known to man for the last decade, and they've been getting hit hard, and now they're starting to adapt a lot faster than we are expecting, like a lot faster. They are moving in places feet to inches away from where they were their whole life, because they know that the probability of a artificial bait running through their favorite spot is going to be there. They don't have to worry about it because they won't be close enough to it to be able to react to it. It's pretty dope. And with the studies that we're seeing with marine biologists and the fish that bite versus the fish that don't bite baits, and how the DNA process through probability definitely it's showing some truths. It's not 100%, but it's definitely showing more truths than lies about there are fish that DNA-wise will not bite baits the same way that other fish will, that normally have a genetic disorder to eat fake bait. But yeah, we're definitely hitting that time. Professional fishing is getting murdered with the quality of anglers that is coming through these portals. That we're seeing so much new, fast techniques, ideas, thought processes that it's amazing. Like I forgot who we were talking about. Drew Gill. Super heavy statistic thought process, forward facing sonar user, and his tournament strategy is unlike any other angler. You know what, I would say it'll be more close to Rich Clun in the way that Rich looked at Rick looked at the water and how he felt extremely natural towards it, like to the point where he's getting naked on docks to feel the atmosphere and pressure before a tournament. I think we're looking at this new wave of super analysis type of anglers that look at better numbers, probabilities, and different formats throughout a tournament series to put themselves consistently in the money. To try to win it, but to consistently stay so close that if you do mess up at the top spot and you didn't have your numbers right, they're cleaning your clock. They're going to take it every single time. So I think we're definitely seeing a very crazy evolution of the new anglers to the old guard, which is going to also reflect how we look at fishing, especially how new kids look at fishing. So yeah, it's getting weird in a good way. It's going to be different. I think we talked about like how the forefront of fishing is going to change. I think it's happening way faster than I even thought it would. Like it's especially on the competitive side. The competitive side, what kind of brings in the casual and the consumer side. I don't know how consumers are going to keep up with how these guys are competing.
Probably, I think it was probably might have been this week. With all that stuff going on, and especially like talking about the stuff that happened at Okeechobee, I saw a comment that I never thought about it this way, and now that I saw it, it makes sense. And the comment was basically like, tournament fishing isn't about fishing; it's about catching.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. So if we adopt that mentality, so I looked at it from that perspective, it's like, okay, well, so, it justifies the technology as far as like, having all the sonar stuff that you can have. It's just kind of like, I get that, right? But at the same time, it's about catching, but like people, these guys have like full-time jobs elsewhere. Like it's not, nobody's really doing it on their, and we've talked about this to some extent before, like this idea, like it's not what it used to be. People can't survive off of this. Like if you got you got to pay to play, pay to win to some extent. Like it's all about the sponsors and even you know what I mean? Like it becomes that big of a deal. But like if you boil it down to the individuals themselves, they can't rely on the stuff that they were doing that made them actually want to engage in these things in the first place. So like when Jacob Faust was talking about, this isn't what I thought it was going to be, but I spent my entire life trying to get here. That's got to be so defeating. But see, these are still the faces of the brands. These are still the people that are at the trade shows that are saying, this is what I use the best. It's like they got an identity crisis. And at the end of the day, the whole thing that they're kind of like trying to focus on and be successful at is something that we don't have the ability. We can't relate to them. It's not like we're not capable of it. It's just that we're just not in that same position. It's like it's lost in translation, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
And then as a result, the manifestation of that is all the boomer bitching online about this is video game fishing. This isn't real. This, like having that, they've been calling the NPFL like the Bassmaster retiree league, because you got all these dudes that are going over there because it's got a different vibe to it, and they're not focusing on the sonar as much. Like, the audience, the target audience is so divided, which is pretty much everything in the world right now, but especially something that is supposed to be unifying, enjoyable. And like that common ground, it's now all that's being fragmented by this sense of like, these people have to be salesmen to fucking pay bills, but at the end of the day, their whole job is being nullified by the sense like if you're not scoping, you're hoping, right? Like you hear all these things. It's not a really good time to be a fan of this sport, right? It's just not a good time, especially if you're new to it.
It's yeah, you're coming into a pretty much a civil war at this point. Yeah, if you're a new fan, it will feel like a civil war. Literally, it will feel like a civil war. We all love this thing called fishing, but you got to do it this way or you got to do it this way. Then you got to be competitive, or you just got to be. You got to be on a boat. You got to be in a kayak. You got to have. Yeah, no, it's not even. It's a rough time if you're a new fisherman, and I'll say it like this. I think T said it. Go out to have fun and leave the noise where the noise, like wherever you hear the noise, leave it there. Don't take it with you. It's not going to help you at the end of the day. Just get what you need out of it and go have fun. But yeah, it's definitely. I think the best way to say it, we're wholeheartedly in a civil war when it comes to fishing, and it's not even just competitive fishing. It's legitimately just fishing.
Whose side are you on?
Oh, I am hard on the FFS. I will play that line because I own it. I can't deny it. That's the problem. I own it. I can't deny it.
You want to play video games?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at those too. But there is a time and a place for it. I think that's my favorite part about it. Like fishing with it these last 2 seasons, there has been a time and a place that it's absolutely rewarding, and then it can be absolutely time consuming and frustrating. So but I will have to say, if I had to pick a side, I'm on the forward facing sonar side, and that is legitimate because I own it and I use it. I haven't won a tournament on it. I've definitely got. Did I get a big bass on it? I've gotten one big bass on it. I will say I've gotten one big bass on forward facing sonar, and that's in 24 to 30 tournaments. So yeah, but nonetheless, like I'm not an expert at it. I'm still learning it. But yeah, if I had to pick a side, I had to say FFS.
Look, the homie Big T Davis over on YouTube.
Yep.
Says he hates using it. He bought it and sold it twice. It takes the fun out of fishing for him. He's a gamer, and the last thing he wants to do is stare at a screen for 8 hours. And that's facts. Absolutely look. There's like 4,000 known languages on Earth, and he's speaking facts. And the point being is, there has to be, because remember, for some folks, and I'll put me in this crowd, the fishing needs to be an escape from a lot of those things. It's a chance to find a little bit of balance. And I feel as though as you have that kind of creepiness, like as you bring some of these outside things into that world, you lose that separation. You gain frustration. It's more difficult to relax. I think a lot of the things, at this point, it's not that big of a deal, but the idea of like streaming and bringing a phone and like having a camera and having it to where people can see and hear, like that in itself was difficult. There's times, and I know you do it too, like I still have to go out and not bring a phone that's set live.
Facts.
Like, you have to. Like I'll bring the GoPro just because if something cool happens, I want to be able to get cyberbullied on Facebook. But just in general, there's nothing wrong with just going out and just like, just doing the damn thing. Throw on like a little bit of music.
There you go. That's
and
it.
Sarcast it and just start vibing out, because the other option is you're sitting at home watching the TV and the news is saying everybody's dying and your food's deteriorating and everything sucks. But it's like that's always going to be there. But if you just want to go out and have a little fun, bring a beetle spin and just bust up some bluegill, that can be what it takes to get through the week.
Yeah, facts. That could be like the reward of the week too. Like that could change.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, that could change your whole outlook on the week life, on the car ride home. I think that's the most undervalued talking point about fishing. That car ride home. I don't want to try to derail us, but I was just thinking about that. Like, depending on how your day goes, or leading up to that day, your car ride home is either a sanctuary of happiness or a sludge pool of regret. Oh man.
No, that's why I try to leave my phone or my camera on, because otherwise I'll just be road raging the whole way home. Right, just straight flicking off everybody and just absolute chaos.
Oh
and
man.
But so that in itself, like, that's the motivation to want to go out and do it again. Like, then it becomes like, well, what happens next? What happens next? And like having the people, and I know we brought this up before, is like, that you're kind of you're built different if you can have a shitty day, but all it does is make you want to get back out there instead of give up.
No.
And I mean, I joke a lot about like just selling all my shit and getting a bunch of golf clubs, and it is what it is. But I think it's like having the opportunity, especially, and that's really why I started making lures or trying to get into like lure crafting. I'm not great at it. There's people that are probably watching this that are really good at it. I'm not, and I'm okay with that, because it's not to excel. I'm not selling anything, but if I can look at something and say, how do I wish this would be different, and then make it, like my spinnerbaits that I make, I only make them because nobody made the ones that I wanted. And it's like, I can bitch about it, or I can just do something about it. So then that became that's the drive, right? And I think that mentality in itself, especially with all the technology and all the sonar, I don't have forward facing. I probably won't anytime soon. And that's fine. I mean, I've got a little 2D thing that I can put on the kayak, and I haven't put it on in months. Could it have made the difference? Maybe.
Deeper. Holler at us.
We're not gonna all that. Yeah, no. If anybody wants to get us going, I got you. But until then, the phone's the only electronics I bring out, right? And it's just, and that's fine. Under certain circumstances, I can say there's a benefit to having all that kind of stuff, but not for what I'm doing. And it's not from and not trying to be a purist by any sense of the matter. If I could go out, like if I had the disposable income to go tomorrow and walk home with live this, that, and the other, I'm doing it, but I don't. So instead of saying, darn it, I wish I had that, instead I'm gonna come out to this workbench and start tweaking a fucking lure that I've been making and say, maybe this will bring them a little bit more excitement. And the fact that you can't buy lure components really other than in bulk, right? You're not buying 3 hooks, you're buying like 300 hooks and shit.
You're buying
I'm gonna make a bunch, and my plan is, especially over the winter, is just make like hundreds of shits, and like, well, I'm gonna be shitting 100 times, but I'm saying make a whole bunch of lures, and then I need to find some little like plastic bags, and I'm just gonna like bring them out to the lake with me. And if I see people, like especially younger people, I'm just gonna give them stuff and be like, look, try this out. It don't cost anything because I'm not selling it, but here's something new. So if you're in a rut and nobody's hitting the stuff you like, throw this on. You know what I mean? Like, just kind of like add that level to it where there's really no pressure. Especially if it's something you're not used to. I got a good friend of mine that lives now in South Carolina. He's actually by the Santee Cooper Lakes. He's making plastic lures right now. He's doing injection molds and stuff like that. And I told him I'll make him a bunch. I already have them. I just got to finish up a couple. But like, I'm going to send him a whole bunch of jigs. He's going to send me a whole bunch of plastics. We're going to do just like a lure swap. And just stuff like that. And literally just give feedback to each other. Here's what I like. Here's what I don't like. Here's, just kind of like have that ongoing conversation of what can we do to improve, or what are some ideas, just because you're only going to swirl around the same ideas in your own head. So getting more of that information from folks, that makes it more interesting. Like, to me, I would rather talk to somebody who's trying to come up with a good color for like a stick bait versus sit down and try to figure out what colors I want to use on my sonar. I'm not saying it's not worth it, but to me it's not, because, well, 1, I don't have it, 2, I won't have it, and 3, who doesn't like throwing a stick worm? So it's one of those type of deals. You find your groove, or at least you find something interesting, you find something that you can make improvements on. For some people, that's buying their next kayak. That's fine. If you got money like that and you're ready to go out, great. Do that, because there's so much cool shit out there. But at the same time, that cool shit isn't going to bring you like fulfillment, if that makes sense.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, facts. You can't hope the new item is going to make that feeling of emptiness gone. You have that emptiness has to be hit early enough before that item is there to then help push you out of the ending of the emptiness. 100% agree. You can't be buying like that. But yeah, I mean, everybody needs to learn those electronics. Though I'm joking. Nah, I don't want to start that. That's gonna kill some people, most likely me.
Look, it makes sense. I think Eddie. I think it make. Look, I feel as though it is such a great thing to like, especially with 2D sonar, just regular old, just side scroll 2D sonar. If anything, like just having some depth, seeing the temperature of the water, and then being able to identify things is a great skill, because it's going to help you be like, oh shit, like did you just see those stumps down there? You know what I mean? Like, I'm still like the throw a buoy guy. Like I've got a couple in my bag back here, like the orange buoys. Mm-hmm. So I'm talking like idling, and then seeing like stumps pop up, throwing the buoy, and then circling back around and chucking like fucking deep diving crankbaits. You know what I mean? Like that. There's so much like that anticipation as you turn the boat around or the kayak around. You're like, man, I can't wait to see what's on. You know what I mean? Like that is like, to me, that adds to like that hunt aspect, right? Like when you're crawling up in the freaking like stand on the tree and all that kind of stuff. It's the same type of build up anticipation. It may go well, it may suck. But it's that whole process from the second you throw that buoy until
it's from
you
the
start
second.
making that first
No, I'm about to
cast.
say it's the second you see it. Yeah, the second you see that odd shape.
Ooh, look.
All right, drop it. Yeah. No, I agree. I think, but and that's the other thing. If we look at how many people have sonar, or just front-facing sonar or sonar in general, they're actually utilizing it comparatively to like what's being advertised and talked about. I'm pretty sure we're still in a hard 10%. Like 10% are forward-facing sonar users, and that's all you're going to see. But 90% of the anglers out there are, I don't want to, like you're saying, not primitive, but very, very either on low tech end, or they just have it because it just came with the boat. Just going with the Joneses. So they're not even utilizing it the way that you would expect them to, like to be dialed in with it. And it also goes parts with the Civil War era. The thought process is that there's a lot of inflated viewership and conversations about it, but wholeheartedly agree that anticipation, excitement of fishing the unknown, I think resonates with more anglers than, let me turn my transducer and let's see what it's doing. Oh, it's sitting suspended above it. Oh, I know I need to throw this certain bait. Oh, it's sitting on the bottom of it. Oh, I know I need to throw this bait. Some people don't find that attractive at all. But when it's the unknown, like, I just went past a whole school. Oh man, let me idle through. Oh, they're sitting at 5 feet. Oh, 10 feet. Let me get a jerkbait. Then you turn it around and just throwing out into the unknown on a point, and then just chop it, and then you finally that feels really good. I wholeheartedly agree. Like, but I don't think the minority media aspect of fishing requires you to be up to date and new, so you're not going to get that love of the game as much. Phone FC driving with one hand, the phone in the other. Yeah. Even though. Yeah, and we say that, but the technology is most likely already in the car for them to see where they're going and driving and add the apps there. Yeah, we're in a weird state of technology and how we use it. That's just how it is. And congrats, Waves, if you're going to be helping out the high school fishing team. That's awesome. That's great community service to a cause that you actually love and believe in. But. Yeah.
I wish we had high school fishing around here. We don't.
No.
But I mean, I think that like college fishing, I remember hearing about that, and I'm like, that's the weirdest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's just because it's not fucking here. But different parts of the country, especially like the kids, man. I don't know, like, golly, like the kids. I mean, you could say this about pretty much any type of like hobby or engagement, but like we're definitely zapping everybody's attention spans. Immediate gratification is through the roof, and fishing is like the complete opposite of immediate gratification. But when you add stuff like the forward-facing sonar and all that kind of stuff, it starts to bridge that gap.
Yeah, very fast.
Of like immediate gratification.
Very fast.
And I get it, but your quick fix, I feel like you shouldn't be looking for your quick fix on the lake. I think that leads to just a lot of deficits when it comes to you're functioning in not necessarily, I mean, it's not really a moral thing, but I think like, your Mike Long stories and like the gentleman in that we've referenced in Pennsylvania with the situation, you know what I mean? Like, especially when you add money to it, because we all know the money situation. We've talked about that too.
Yeah, money ruins it.
It's like, now it's just going to open the door for so much shenanigans, and it's going to burn people out, and it's horrible because I mean, we know what it's like to really not have to worry about that stuff. Enjoy yourself, learn some stuff, have good times with good people, and then that becomes like that's the idealistic situation.
That's the perfect storm.
But see, that becomes like that's the minority experience.
Exactly, facts. Yeah.
And that's like, it's deflating, it's frustrating, because we know, like, we've been in the game long enough, we know what it's like to have a great time, to meet all your expectations, exceed all your expectations, and say, I can't wait to do that again.
Yep.
Whereas I feel like, especially folks that are newer to the game, there's probably way more likely than not, they're probably thinking like, why the hell did I even try
this?
Like,
yeah.
What was the
I'm not catching like their barometer of success and enjoyment of it is so high that they don't even know where they lie in that whole schema. Whereas, yeah, we've been doing it so long, we've been down at the low to know that this is actually better than this, and not worry about this. It's a really. But I say that to say, like, everybody's going to be different in how they enter the sport. So even though we're I guess we're coming off of our plateau of our highest highs, and we're hitting that really like low area of the plateau of the sport and how everything is going, I'm pretty sure we're going to see a light where we spike again. There has to be another spike. Nothing stays low. So inevitably, that generation on that come up is going to be in the same spot that we were in our younger years as fishing. Got that ESPN contract, and then projected amazingly. Yeah, that ESPN era was otherworldly. That time was so good. Where you got an ESPN break with Iaconelli and everybody is walking through the office with a dang fishing pole. Man.
Yeah, when they got freaking Sports Center talking about like Bassmaster Classic weigh-in footage, right? I mean, whoa, right? Like, my culture's not your costume. Like, it becomes this kind of like, I remember, when the pandemic was kicking off, like, I'd be on Twitter or whatever, and you'd see people saying like, there's no sports on TV, but these dudes are fishing. Like, I remember it was like the Northern Swing when they had it all televised, and they were up at like St. Clair or wherever they're at, St. Lawrence, and it's just like dudes, and that's those are really good tournaments for people that aren't familiar with fishing. Why? Because they're freaking out there, just freaking just catching smallmouth after smallmouth on freaking drop shots constantly. So there's always a cut to a new dude picking, big old smallmouth, just back to back, hand over fist. Yep. So you got people going like, I've never watched this before. Like, people do this and get paid. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes this entire kind of very weird introduction that wasn't necessarily planned, but it just became like the lowest common denominator because all the other stuff was kind of shut down.
It was canceled. Yeah, you couldn't get it. You had to wait till later in the year for the bubble to start. NFL was in and out. Next thing you know, you got Bassmaster throwing out. Well, I think they were.
Nah, brother, we're out there. My collar is blue, but my neck is red. It just became.
It was good.
Just opened up this whole kind of experience. I remember I worked at Dick's Sporting Goods. It was a long time ago now, for a summer, in the lodge section. So back there in the sporting goods and camping and fishing and hunting and all that kind of stuff. And I remember vividly, like, back there, like, I was like, they would call me on the radio if somebody had a fishing question, because that's just what I knew. And there would be so many times I'd come back there, and like, at first I would always approach it as if it was just like somebody who kind of already knew what they were there for. They just needed to go ahead and do like a quick like steering kind of thing. But there would be a vast majority of like the customers would be people that are like, or it would be either themselves or they got a kid and they're like, I don't even know where to start. Like, I know I want to do this, But all this stuff is overwhelming because there's so many different things and there's so many different colors. I don't even know. Like, I just want to go out and I want to catch something. Like, what does that look like? And I'm thinking, like, man, I'm fucking jealous because I haven't felt that way in like 20 years plus. And I'm just trying to figure out, like you're pure still, right? You haven't been jaded. You haven't been like, you're still innocent coming in, just trying to like, tie on a freaking, eagle claw pre-snelled size 8, put a bobber on that sumbitch, and there's some night crawlers that probably should have been thrown out last week. Let's go ahead and see. You know what I mean? Like that whole kind of thing. And you have to like break it down. Well, what do you want to catch, or where do you plan on going?
Oh man.
And all these kind of things, and people would just be like, all right, well, my budget's this, and I'd be like, all right, here's what I recommend. We're gonna get this, we're gonna get this, and that. You know what I mean? Like, it became this great thing because like, there's no. You're not filtered. Like there's no bias. There's no like, oh, well, I've been watching Scarp Martin Challenge and all. You know what I mean? Like it just became this like, they didn't WebMD themselves before going to the doctor. Is what I'm trying to say. Like, I need to have this, and here's what's going on. It just became a very much like, I just want to know what to do to go out and catch something.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, hell yeah, because that we can do that. And I feel like it's especially again now, it's going to be so rare. Because nobody's that naive. It's always brought on by something, and you go like, let's say you want to try out kayak fishing, and you go to the local store because you don't want to order anything because who wants to deal shipping? So it's like, all right, well, we got these people low by, and I'm gonna go down to the store and I'm gonna walk in. I'm like, well, I want to go fish on the kayak. Oh my god, right? Like that. Where do you like? That's a massive.
Yep.
Like choose your own adventure prompt. Well, what do you want to do? How much money do you have? Like, do you have a car or a truck?
Yeah, what's your area of fishing? Where do you plan on fishing? Yeah, no, dude, that introduction of a, like you said, just an unbiased consumer trying to catch a fish is a gem of, if you could bottle it, that would probably be the perfect experience that you would want every time. But yeah, I mean, inevitably, that has to happen again for somebody. It's just that most likely we won't be there to experience that with them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, and now we're a little bit off topic, assuming there was one. But I mean, it's I don't know. You get so lost in it, right? It's just that whole like, those aren't the people that it's hard to appeal to folks that don't have that base. It's not because they're not willing to learn. I think it's more so nobody likes to feel overwhelmed. It's uncomfortable. Things that we don't know, we often fear just because of the fact that we don't know them. So it's a survival instinct. We don't choose that, but the unknown is concerning. But as more like ambassadors, right? Like, how many people come into your chat and they don't know what the hell's going on? Like, what are you doing? Where are you at? What are you throwing? Like that kind of, you just have people, like I've had people in my chats, like, I don't like to fish, but this is pretty, it's relaxing. You're just outside, things look cool, and I'm just going to sit here and watch. They don't know shit from shit. They don't know a brand. Nothing. They don't care about sonars. They're just like, oh man, this looks cool. Like, this is pretty laid back. They got birds and fucking geese and crows and shit. It's just like, it's got that kind of immersion experience to it. That in itself, to me at least, is like that little slice of some of that, like, I'm not going to say naive. It's not like you're not jaded yet, right? Because like, I can tune into a thing. I'm looking at like what kayaks he's sitting on, or what boats he's sitting on, what kind of reels he got on that setup, what kind of lure. You know what I mean? Like,
it's ignorant curiosity. It's ignorant curiosity. I think that's the best way to put it.
But it's subconscious. Like, it's automatic. I'm not doing it on purpose. Like, I catch myself doing it, but I'm not sitting there like, okay, well, what am I going to do? Like, no, I'm looking at everything, trying to figure out, is this amateur hour or what do we got going on? And I hate it because it's like, it doesn't, what does that all amount for? Like, it's just, it becomes more like an ego-driven, what's going on. And as well as I do, there's plenty of folks in the communities, not here, that kind of like, oh, well, last week I caught an 8-pounder. And like, it's like, man, that's great. Like, I'm glad, but I don't care. I'm not saying because I don't care. It's because that's not what I'm focused on.
Yeah, it's not. That's not even the hot topic.
Ego stroke. Oh my gosh. I mean, I want all the homies to succeed. Like, I'm not saying F you. I hope you don't catch them. Like, I'm great. Like, please. by all means, like go out and whoop them up. Like that's great.
Yeah.
Like my kid came up to me, my 3-year-old came up to me earlier, and he had this picture that he painted. He's like, "Hey, I made it," and he's holding it. I'm like, "Hell yeah! I hope all the homies make it." You know what I mean? Like I want everybody to succeed, but like there's a time and a place, and I think that's kind of like, in essence, that becomes, I think, a little bit more of where folks are coming from when they want to create their stuff and they want their own social media presence. They want their own channel because it gives them that opportunity to, instead of saying like, "Oh, well, this happened last week." No, you can get a camera, you can take your phone, and create all this stuff. And like, if they can really enjoy it and they're doing a great job, you know, like the Greg Blanchards, he's got his whole people, like he's got basically a show. It's just not on TV. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's got that whole kind of thing. And people watch it. I don't watch Greg Blanchard to see what lures he's throwing. You know what I mean?
Facts. No, Greg Blanchard is an experience at this point.
Yeah, like it's this whole, like, you know what you're getting and you know that you want to get it. I don't need people slamming technology and gear down my throat. You know what I mean? Like, it's nice to have all that, but I think it's more kind of enjoying, especially for the folks that are still trying to gain some of that experience, but they don't want to be overwhelmed with all the stuff. Like, just watching people do some cool stuff and having some fun. You might learn something along the way.
Yeah.
Make it to where it doesn't feel like you're watching a live action commercial. I feel like that in itself would be nice for, especially this next year.
Yeah.
To see more of. I know it's out there. It's just we just got to make sure we can find it. It's all there, but it's just lost in the sea
of content.
Not 97% of anglers are rigging their worms the wrong way. Like, I don't have time for that shit. I'm not watching it. That kind of stuff.
Oh, speaking of Greg, Brian Latimer had him and Obidi on this week for one of our lives, which was awesome.
Really?
Yeah, we were talking about tidal fisheries and seasonal changes coming into the fall. It was it was so good. It was so good.
Damn, that was probably a hell of a conversation.
Really good. Yeah. I mean, O took over for most of it because he's Obidi Williams.
That's what he does. He's got it. He can.
Yeah.
He can.
So he gave us his run through, and then Greg filled in spots and then talked about his own experiences, more so just in the areas, because I think what Obi said, he's like in Paradise Bay, which is I think 45 minutes from where Greg normally goes. So they have a really good versatility of water that they cover based off the season. So yeah, it was a really cool talk. Just talking about tidal fisheries and the Florida strain bass that are in the California Delta. It was really dope.
I mean, it's especially neat. I don't know about you, but I'm probably not going to be in California anytime soon, right?
Nope.
So, like, I get that kind of like vicarious kind
of thing. Hold on. I say that, and let me do good at one of the Bassmasters locally. I might have to go to Clear Lake. Let me knock on wood first, T, because I will be doing one of the Bassmasters this year, and then I think you only need 3 to qualify. And let there be like the one I need is at Clear Lake. I'm gonna have to make some calls, so I might be fishing California. Shoot, I ain't gonna say I'm not.
Oh my gosh, I've never been out of the time zone, so you might as well just get you a new watch now and roll it back about 3 or 4.
In Small World, the one of the guys we fish with out here, his brother actually works with Ramel Wizard Works, and
the dude. Okay.
Yeah. So he had to go out to visit his brother, and there was a Clear Lake tournament out there. He borrowed somebody's kayak and went to fish it. The first 3 hours, my man was leading the tournament. They were like, "Who is this North Carolina?" Like on their Facebook, on their social media for Yakka Bass, it's like, "This North Carolina anglers out here whooping our locals. Who is this guy?" I was like, "Pete, what the hell are you doing out there?" Pete was working them for the first 4 hours on Clear Lake. He was leading it. I think he finished in like 12th out of like 102 anglers. But
yeah,
my man was putting in work from North Carolina to damn California. I was so proud.
He was bumping some Petey Pablo out
there. He was probably butt naked with a PFD on.
Just over his head.
Just swinging that thing. I thought that was really cool. That was a dope.
It makes you think, right? It's like, he's probably throwing stuff, because I mean, I feel like if you're out on Clear Lake all the time, you're probably throwing a certain
Yeah,
got 6 presentations you rely on.
Facts.
And I can promise you, the chances of what you're throwing at Clear Lake ain't gonna be what you're throwing at Jordan.
Jordan, in any way, shape, or form. But I'm pretty sure he was I'm pretty sure he was chucking whatever he was throwing at Jordan Lake in there. I'm
bringing my Virginia box. No, my freaking Virginia palm box is coming to Clear Lake. And I'm gonna be out there. People are like, "What the hell?" Because
it's what you know. It's comfort. I guarantee you. Like looking at the videos, people are throwing like half-ounce jigs on like 15-foot dock pilings. I'm pretty sure our man was throwing like a quarter-ounce shaky head with a June bug worm and pulling out bigs. Like, yeah, those fish. That was awesome. But yeah, hopefully. I mean, knock on wood, I don't have to make that trip, but if I have to, I'm gone.
We got a new dono goal.
Yeah, no, man.
Gas and or plane tickets.
No, we flying out. I'm gonna borrow something while I'm out there. If I have to go. If I had to go.
Dang. All right, what's the people? We've been hot talking here for a long time. Anything particular on the minds of the folks out in the audience land?
Are y'all still catching them?
Y'all got going on? Everybody, who's got what? What's working? Where you at? You don't got to say where you're at, but what's working?
What's working?
What's not working?
And I did say that before the stream. I was going to say, but I didn't even check the standings. But I know my boy C-Dye was fighting at the cut line and try to get into the Brian Latimer championship. I think he made it. I got to go and check the numbers, but he was somewhere in the low 30s. He needed a top 40 and needed 3 tournaments. So hopefully he held his spot in. I was surprised. I was still holding in 24th or 25th place, and all I did is fish Gunnersville. So that was October 17th, 18th. Yeah, October 18th. That was it. That's the only day I fished. Yeah, only day I fished, and I held in the top 20. So I was like, all right, that's fine.
Well, hopefully John ain't in it because he about to catch some whales and pull in some.
Bro, you already know. John got that dub. He probably holding first place. Nobody probably checked that man's fish. 2,400. That was the other title, man. We might as well just roll that one back up. What's John using? What's he throwing? All right, and John down it. So funny story. John. If you're watching this, I'm gonna drop your name. John Wilson, awesome, like down to earth angler. I met him 2 years ago at the Brian Latimer tournament. He down in damn Georgia fishing those rivers, catching Sawney bass and what's the other one that's down there?
Joel.
Yeah, the shoal bass. He down there right there at the border where you catch Sawneys and shoal bass. And my man is down that river like every other day posting. That dude just loves him some river fish. John, you gotta get on that damn lake and catch some goddamn big old bass. The damn things ain't gonna work for these damn tournaments. There ain't no 2,400 coming out of that.
Boy, them lake fish don't fight like they need to. I tell you, those fish are lazy.
Those river fish turn your kayak right upstream. Yeah, John is so awesome. It was him and his buddy Corey. I met both of those guys. They're super down to earth, super nice people.
So the folks that don't know, what we're mentioning is it was like last year. It's a while ago, but I remember looking online at the leaderboard because I like to check that, just something to do. And like when you enter in your pictures and your lengths, like they have to be verified. So like you enter it in and then it shows up and then somebody has to come in and verify it and either like delete it or whatever, or there's like a deduction. And apparently John probably just hit the wrong button.
No commas.
Hit one twice.
He hit that comma button.
It said 2,300 and something inches. And like the next one down was like 87 inches. And I was like, oh shit, John's out there fucking whooping them up. Because it hadn't been verified yet, so I'm like, man. And I went back later, and somebody had erased it. But I'm thinking, like, man, like let's imagine he just somehow found a couple 500-inch fish.
Yeah,
and was just like, not just trying to figure out how to get, like, he's borrowing the high school football stadium to make sure he's got enough like land to measure the thing, and like standing up in the announcer booth to make sure his phone's up. He
on a 50-yard line.
He got like 3 kids from the club holding the mouth shut. I was like, man, he's out there putting in work.
Yo, put in work. Oh! Breaking news. Chris messaged me. I guess he's in the street. He placed 34th out of the 40th spot.
Hell yeah.
He's in the championship. Let's go. Good job, Chris. Boy, C-Dye. And I said it before, but if C-Dye would have entered, if C-Dye registered and qualified last year in the tournament this year that was happening this year in March, he would have been in 6th or 5th place right behind me. Like, my man was catching them on championship day, straight catching them. I was like, dog, there's no excuse for you not to enter any of these tournaments to qualify if you're going to make these trips out here to catch these southern fish. But, man, big shout out to Chris. He was struggling. This whole week he's been sending me text messages every time he goes out like, man, I hope I can catch these goddamn fish. So, and that goes back to our talk. Like, yeah.
He's sandbagging. You know damn well he gonna go catch something, guaranteed.
But he caught him. So congrats, Chris. Super proud of you.
Hell
man.
yeah.
Those Ohio fish were giving that man aneurysms, dog. He could not get them. And then it's funny because the 2 other members that came down for the retreat, they're in Ohio. Man, both of them pulled out like 220s this past weekend. I don't know how far they are from each other between Chris and those 2, but I mean they were out there catching them. I was like, Chris, you might want to go talk to them. They might be on some fish. But yeah, so I'm happy they all qualified. We'll be at the championship, probably all rooming together trying to catch some fish wherever we go. Crowley's in here. But yeah. The Ohioans were having some real hard fishing problems since the weather went from hot to it's frozen up there. So,
they got the Arctic blast, but see, as soon as the Arctic kind of like once all the lake effect stuff kind of kicks off,
they should.
I mean, I feel
it
like
should be
even
lights out.
Those fish were thinking like, oh, we're shut down, and then it warms up just enough to where it's like, all right, man, now we're gonna start getting into it. Oh, Lord. 2 of the best exports from Ohio, LeBron James and Chris Dye. I'll tell you.
Hey, send them straight out. Oh, man. But, yeah, I think the northern fall transition hit harder for them than anywhere else. Our transition was I don't know. I think our fall transition was probably the prettiest I've seen it in the last couple of years. Like the yellows, purples, and reds were hitting real hard during the transition, and every time I looked outside, it looked really nice. So, comparative to everybody, like when my mom's calling me from New Jersey, she's like, "Yeah, I just had to go scrape off the front of the windshield wiper." Or no, it's really cold. We got a really hard gust. I'm like, I ain't got none of that. I ain't got none of that. It's fall. It's football weather. I ain't got none of that.
Catch me outside in my damn yoga pants, going to go get
with the snow boots, pumpkin spiced
I'm
out.
Starbucking, boy. If that Stanley cup ain't full of some golly.
Hey,
tell you about it.
You can miss me with that. Oh no, T, don't be going outside with no yoga pants on.
Yo, I'll tell you what, the flexibility, boy, I've been taking that trash out.
I be stretching. I be stretching and nothing. Everything's holding in place.
I tell you what, I won't tell you why. No, I mean, I don't know if, and we mentioned it before, like, you know, you find out when it starts getting cold, the people that are still going out, like that's your committed folks.
Yeah,
right?
That's a different person.
It's a whole new world. I think around here at least, I think bank fishing and the people that are kind of on the banks more often than not are at somewhat of an advantage, right? Because they can play like those shaded areas that hit like that shallower water, because they're going to be up in there regardless.
Yep.
It may not be as many as it was 2 months ago, but there's damn sure still going to be some fish up there. And chances are, if they're up there, it's because they're hungry.
Everybody, say they throwing the straight eaters if they get bit. Yeah, they're throwing the straight.
For that freaking, y'all see from Sunday when I went out there, I was throwing I was trying to catch bluegill. I had a freaking my little 16-ounce Roadrunner with the Bobby Garland on the back, and I'm just like, I'm just trying to get a bite. I'm just trying to get a bite. Like, I'm not out there doing anything extravagant. And the freaking, I got the damn, I didn't weigh it, but it was at least 3 pounds. And I didn't even, I'm thinking there's no way it's a greenfish because it never jumped.
Yep.
Like, I'm just hitting it, and I had my dock shooter with 4-pound test, right? So I'm not hauling ass. I'm just pulling back until the drag starts. And I'm like, all right, what the fuck is this? And I had enough time to get my phone out, like, because I'm sitting there like, I have no idea what this is, and I'm looking at it as best as I can, and I'm on the bank, right? So I can't just paddle over and see what's going on. I'm just like, what the hell is this? I'm thinking it's a catfish, but it's not spinning.
Yeah, you ain't getting no death rolls.
It might be a freaking carp. So I'm just like, there ain't no way. So I get the phone up, and I'm holding the phone there as I'm doing it, and I seen old greenfish come on. I said, golly. Oh. Had him right there in the corner of the mouth with that little baby-ass hook on there, boy. And I'm like, oh, man, this ain't good. I thought we was going to be relaxing. I thought we was going to be bluegilling.
Start getting that Jordan Peele sweat coming down when you see it's a greenfish. Like, I got to get you in. I got to get you in.
And it's like, in that same spot, I caught perch and a crap. Like, I'm literally, like, I'm casting in the same general area, and it's just, and whatever's there or whatever is swimming through is biting. And that's amazing, right? Because if you're in a kayak, what are you doing? You're paddling past. You're pedaling past.
You're not. There's no stopping on it. You're casting towards it one time. You got bit. Okay, let me throw back. Oh, I didn't get bit. On the bank, you're casting to it. It's in that, like, when you do your diagram of lines from where you are on the bank, you're hitting that spot 4 or 5 times, even though you're not even casting in that direction anymore, just because you're swinging it through it. It's so good. It's so good.
It's unexpected, right? I mean, you can't get bit if you don't got anything in the water. I get that, but, like, you're just going out, and you're just like, you're not distracted by all the extra shit. You're just out there, kind of just like watching the leaves fall, right? I mean, it's one of those kind of things. Listening to Sarah McLachlan's greatest hits, just kind of having a good day, and then. It only take. I mean, I'm like, don't get me wrong. The past like 3 or 4 months, there's been so much between that fucking gar that I foul hooked, the freaking 5-pound greenfish on 2-pound test. Like, all these things are great, but like, it wasn't in the game plan. You know what I mean? Like,
it was not the target. It
wasn't the intent. It's like, this shit is stressful. Now, it's not like it's not distress. It's more like that unexpected box of chocolates mentality. You just don't know what's going to happen. Anything that's down there will and can bite.
Facts.
And that becomes like, you just don't know. And I think that in itself, I mean, that's fun. I mean, it's fucking
it's stress. Exactly. It's anytime you hook into a good fish, it's going to be stressful. But the fact that the expectation was to go catch fish, and then this is there, it is a perfect surprise. It's a perfect surprise.
I mean, yeah, right? I mean, there's nothing wrong. Like, let's say you order a 6-piece nugget, you end up getting 7 pieces of switchblade. I didn't plan on, like, it's not what I planned on. It's a surprise. I can turn this into a positive thing. But, like, that in itself, like, those moments are great, because now you want to go back out and see what happens. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that feeds that motivation. It's like, all right, that was cool.
That curiosity
that was
is
fun.
Now curiosity.
It was stressful, and I'm going to do this, and if you got footage of it, it's like, oh, I'm going to show that, you know what I mean? Like, it's all this fucking wonky shit. And this isn't a new thing. Like, this kind of stuff has happened, at least to me, forever. I just never always had a camera on so other people could see.
Yeah, you were just a storyteller at that point. Now you're actual storyteller with proof.
I hooked the gar and all this kind of shit. And I was like, all right, well, that sounds. And now it's like, no, fucking, I got it in fucking like 480p. Like, go watch it. And that, holy crap. So, I mean, it becomes one of those type of deals. I think a lot of folks, I mean, probably, like, it's always been a litmus test. Like, I've asked the folks, like, what's the biggest of this species that you've caught? And everybody will tell you it's when I wasn't even going after them.
Facts.
I'm bass fishing and I caught a fucking flathead that was 20 pounds. I didn't plan, you know what I mean? Like, I caught my biggest blue catfish.
I was about to say my biggest
when I was trying to, you know what I mean? Like, it's on accident.
Tournament. Yep.
So it becomes one of those types of, like, I think that's something to say, right? So if I want to go catch like a citation crappie, I need to be shooting for walleye because
Well,
I'm not going to get what I want.
you gotta be aiming. You gotta be aiming to the left when you're trying to get that bullseye. Oh man, are you gonna pin that one? PC got some fame on that one. That got you. That was a good one. That was a good one.
My spools are full.
Oh my lord! Shots fired back. My lord. Shots fired back. He's supposed to be the bigger man.
I'll call you back. Okay, thanks.
Oh no, but yeah, like, what are you guys seeing? So the title is "Remember When It Was Hot," but in all actuality, I mean, we technically, if we kind of like stay away from the temperature and think of it like as as it was, we kind of hit that when we were talking about what the old days was. Remember when it was fun? I just thought about that. Yeah, we it was pretty dope. Got a 40-inch muskie. Yeah, see, there you go. That you weren't aiming for it, but you got that. You got a good size.
What should be learned? If you want personal best in any species, don't go for that species.
Yeah, you just gotta go fish for species that it either eats or lives around. But yeah, if you guys have anything that you guys want to talk about, because I mean, I think we hit everything. That was pretty good.
We're all over the place, just like venereal disease. We're everywhere right now.
Wait, what?
If we're in the,
I'm married. What do you mean it's everywhere? We're good.
I'm not saying we did it. I'm saying it's everywhere.
Oh, okay. It is out there. I got you. That makes sense.
Generalities. Is there any because I know we've been talking about, at least we'll probably get, at this rate we're doing one episode a month, which is fine.
Hey, listen, we got this.
I think we got to do like a, well, what we need to have some guests. We got to have some folks come into the conversation soon. Maybe having like a community discussion.
Yeah, I'm down.
Maybe open up one of the speech channels for the Discord next time, and do like a round table.
I'm down. I like it.
Like a seminar almost.
Probably just a round table. I don't want no seminar.
We'll have to have some order in the court. That could be a part of it. We're saying it now just so folks can prepare. If you're not on the Discord, feel free to do that at some point.
Join the Discord.
And we'll open up the voice chat for everybody to come in. I'll have to put it on a delay for the broadcast just in case things get a little funky.
Nah, let it ride. Raw, live and raw.
It's not my channel, so go ahead. Never mind. Let's go ahead and just
Wait a
cut
minute.
it loose.
I just thought about that. We're going to slow it down and add a delay.
2.3 milliseconds. And
jeez, I won't be able to catch it at that. I'll probably be laughing at it, but before I can hit the hold on that.
We'll do that. I don't know. We got to do something.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Try to like get the
community in.
Get the people. I want to get some lures to some people because I'm making a bunch and I'm already going to send some out to a lot of folks. Maybe like a giveaway thing.
Oh shit! Oh, hold on. Let me run to the bathroom. Keep talking to him. I like the giveaway.
So here's what we're going to do. So if anybody wants to donate $5, I'll give you Alex's address, and y'all can just you don't have to go. We can send somebody, and maybe they can get some of that stuff. I know he's got that I know it's blurry, but he's got some good stuff in there. A lot of sponsorship care packages they've been sending, so you can probably get some pretty good stuff. Then we're going to go on Facebook Marketplace. And we're going to mark everything all to hell. But you're going to get lowballed. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you're squatting, when it's hot outside, lowball. And we're going to go ahead and see if we can't just try to get, nothing rusted, right? Like there's going to be some stuff that's got some use, but we're looking for plastics that haven't been opened. We're looking for terminal, especially like tungsten weights, expensive. stainless steel, a lot of that good stuff. None of that nothing eagle clawish. You know what I'm saying? He's got some of that good stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and get that. I see the hot water heater back there. Those, let me tell you, to the right people. And I think that's why we need to, especially, contribute to your communities. You know what I'm saying? I think it was a good point y'all brought up. We need to allow, especially the kids, man. The kids need positive role models. And a lot of y'all folks, especially you get a biscuit that you put in front of a camera. That's a good role model. And I think we can really learn from a lot of those lessons that kind of get brought on by life. And it's really it's the support. It's the positivity. You know what I mean? It's just one of those kind of things that I feel like a lot more people could benefit from. So I appreciate y'all, bringing that to light. It's a great thing. So we had that moment. We had that moment for a second, but we're right back in it. Does that dog know that that it's alive?
No, he's sleepy.
Okay, I was about to say.
Go ahead, Boba. Go back to bed. Yeah, go back to bed.
I want to go back to bed.
Yeah, he was knocked out, and then I walked by. He got all rejuvenated, thought he was about to get something. Go to bed. Go. Good boy. Yo, why is everybody trying to steal my stuff? Yo, y'all can't have my stuff. It's all mine.
Hey, I try to get him right back. I try to get him corrected back into righteousness.
Right now, they thieving.
They were trying to get your stuff. They were looking at stuff in the background.
They were trying to get your stuff.
I took care of it.
Appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, make sure you guys are on the Discord. I guess we'll poll and see what everybody wants to do for in 2 weeks. If you guys want to come in here and do a round table, or we just bring in a guest. What's up, D-Money? It'll be pretty nice. I think it's time for a round table. People talk about they fishing.
Hell yeah.
We are around that time. I say that, and everybody's probably done fishing because majority of everybody fishes cold waters. I think it's like a very small few of us that are still going to be able to be fishing without ice in the next couple of weeks.
I mean, augers exist, so power tools, ice.
They still gotta wait. They still gotta wait until sometime next year for the ice to be ready for them. They got.
What?
I guess not. Yeah, where PC is, it'll be pretty cold and it'll ice over with no problems. They get the Canadian winds to come through and chill them out.
I refuse to live that close to Canada.
Oh, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. All right, T, what you got? What you got planned this weekend? What are we doing?
I think, oh man, Manny Petty off the jump.
Really? Okay. You're gonna have crusty cuticles when you come out that shop, man. It's gonna be cold.
Oh man, the thing about ingrowns. I'm planning to get out. It might be the last kayak trip of the year.
Bullshit.
Because my shit's gonna get repoed. No, I think I'm gonna get out to a spot that
the bank is taking what's theirs.
I don't know. I got a few things. If I got something that's supposed to be here on Friday, hopefully that gets here. Because I want to get that out. I put a box together. It's Wednesday. I've already put a box together and have 4 rods set up. So I might be going somewhere. I'm going to be fucking breaking tackle down in a really pissed off demeanor at some point.
I like it.
So that could go a couple different ways. But I need to get out. Um, I'm not. I was really hoping to get. Uh, I really like a nice 7+ pound greenfish to close the year off.
Bruh.
I'd really like that. And I think it's that time because they need to eat too, right?
Yeah.
And people, there's not as many people in the water, so there's less competition, and it's just like, yeah, like it's football time of year, so especially I go out on Sundays a lot, as you all probably may or may not know. So a lot of people are staying home, they're gearing up to watch their game, so it's like for me, like that's the plays I'm worried about is what knots are we tying. I ain't worried about the offense. I'm worried about jumping the fence. You know what I mean? Like it's one of those kind of deals. You got to put your priorities where they should be, right?
That's the play.
And that's what I'm going to be out there. You know what I mean? And maybe we just got to dial it back and go for some crappies. That's fine. Like it's that time of year.
I ain't gonna say nothing, but when I was focusing on crappie, an 8-pound 3-ouncer happened to hit my little finesse jig.
You just said it.
There you go.
You said something.
Yeah, man.
But, so yes, right? So like we're not going out with all the hottest, greatest, whatever came out of iCast. You know what I mean? Like we're not doing that. Like I want to be throwing a whole bunch of smorgasbord, and I don't get to say that word a lot. So
the smorgasbord,
not the measuring board, but the
smorgasbord.
smorgasbord. And we're just gonna vary it up. Throw some different things, different colors,
Bobby
like just completely
Garlande.
not try to overthink it. Just like, all right, cool, I'm gonna throw this, I'm gonna throw this. Like I'm trying to be realistic. We're not gonna be doing too much like absolute dumb shit, but like kind of really, enough variety to where something unexpected could happen.
I like it.
And that's the goal, right?
Chatter shaky heads. You been cooking up some chatter shaky heads?
I see him post that. He done got some damn shaky like things. Like it looks like a stand up just jig head with the lead up there, but it's attached to like a chatter blade. Like that's what you're tying.
Man,
has science gone too far?
Not
we
yet.
Don't know.
Not yet.
We'll find out.
We'll find out. Nice. I don't think I'll be able to get on the water this weekend. If I do, it probably will be Sunday. I won't be streaming though. I'll see.
Smart move.
I'll see. Because I might make a 2-hour trip to one of those hot holes and see what those fish are doing.
Hell yeah, the hot hole. That's my donut shop name.
I don't think you should name it that.
That's exactly why.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I mean, as long as they like what you're serving.
It's provocative.
Yo, it definitely is. It opens more questions than it does answers of what actually is being sold there.
You sound like the food inspector.
Well,
the health inspector.
I'm hoping all inspectors came through and checked your place out the way you got it set up.
Sound like my lawyer.
Oh man.
Well, I had something to discuss that we hadn't hit on yet, but it is what it ain't. I think it'd be neat for those that are in the Discord or at least have joined it at some point between now and 2 weeks from now, if you wanted to take a picture of what you consider to be like your most either just whatever lure presentation that you found out either brand new to you this year that you really enjoyed or just something like your favorite. Just pick a lure or something presentation wise. It could be a jig head, it doesn't matter, that you thought from this year 2025 that you were unexpectedly surprised or happy with, or you gained a whole lot of confidence with.
Facts.
And if you want to put that in the general tab, we can do like a slideshow next time maybe, just to kind of see what the people, what's giving the people life out there.
Yep, I like that.
We'll do, and I'll take a pic. I'll find something too. So everybody will do it.
Yep.
All the cool kids are doing that. So we'll just everybody pick your favorite or most surprising, or something you revisited in 2025 that it could be a reel. It doesn't have to be a lure. You know what I mean? Like just something where you're like, you know what? I definitely didn't. I underestimated this thing.
Facts.
And I think that would be a nice kind of topic generation thing to look at. So we'll do that. Or it could be a box. It could be a terminal tackle. It could be your favorite hook. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Yeah, just keep it fishing related. Whatever you thought when you went fishing this year gave you the biggest surprise that either it works or how handy it was. I like that.
Now, remember last time I mentioned if you're going to have a theme song that played over the loudspeaker as you were rolling into the weigh-in at the NPFL Classic, did you think of yours?
No, not at all. Don't even have it.
So we gotta move that back another month. Okay.
Yeah, another 2 weeks to a month easily.
So I'll tell you mine because I thought about it since that day.
What is it?
So it was. I had heard about it before it got to. So it was on TikTok for a while, but I heard about it before it got there.
Okay.
And do you remember the shoe body bop thing where you had like the dudes like the
when they're doing the summoning?
Yeah. So that was just. I mean, that was an animation that was made for it.
Yeah.
But the song itself existed before all that. Anyway, so the shoe body bop song. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, go on YouTube and just search up shoe body bop. It's shoe body bop, and it's just like a dude's voice. It's like a acapella type thing. I would have shoe body bop playing. Would probably send a lot of people into seizures in the audience.
Yeah, I'm about to say, would you have the ritualistic headbutting and sending up rivers to your fish?
I mean, I would probably be on the boat, like hitting one of these. Like I would probably be doing that. I would definitely be summoning a little bit of live well. Make sure the fish are all lively, so there's no disqualifications at the tank there and up there at the scale. But that would be the way in
10
entrance
out of 10
song for sure.
10 out of 10. All right, I'll definitely think of mines before then. But yeah, everybody, make sure you get your pictures in so we can have something to talk about next week. If you guys want to do a group, what would we call it? A round table?
Round table?
Yeah.
Yes.
If you want to do a round table.
Microphone.
Yep, microphone, and let us know. And we can figure out the delay based off of who joins or who wants to do it.
No judgment, though, but we have to judge. All right, there you go.
That's 10 out of 10. That's funny. But yeah, man, I really appreciate it. Today was early because me and T were ready, and I'm kind of sick. I don't know if it came through on the on the stream, but yeah. So, man, T, thank you so much for giving me at least 2 weeks to catch up and get ready, and I still wasn't ready. Or no, it was 1 week because last week it was the start of the sickness. This week is like hopefully the end of the sickness. But yeah, man, thank y'all so much for coming out. The YouTubes, Big T, man, I appreciate you over there.
All right.
And on the Twitch side, man, I appreciate everybody. Yeah, Discord next. Y'all have a great night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever y'all are at. Big shout out, Chris. Good job. Congrats to the championship for next year again. And yeah, I'll see you guys when I stream. And I'm pretty sure T will see you guys Sunday if he's streaming. So later, everybody.